The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Backs looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Now when the pressure switches to their defense, they've got to get a stop. Nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is why you pick defense first when you go into overtime, because I want to know exactly what I need. Nice job on third down, stopping the quarterback, getting the sack, forcing the fourth down, and probably the field goal. Offense, get ready. You know exactly what you need to do.
So here we go, a long field goal attempt to win it. And he got it! The kick is good! Wins the game in overtime!
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will put total leather and will get started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the third. Line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick handoff. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Under fire. On the move to his left. Looking for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. They're facing a 3rd down. Off play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
That's reeled in. It's Whittington. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Out of the gun to give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Whittington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. It's a running room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Marches ahead. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Garcia. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Peoples.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the 1st half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time, the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, what a cup! There he goes! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Moore will throw. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job.
He unleashes a long one. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Whittington. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Touch pass on the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On the direct snap, it's Whittington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Whittington. Wide open spaces. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, a lot of space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Working that left side now. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Moore will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Whittington. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just...
He's loose. He smashes his way through again. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
Moore to the air. They're working that left side. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
That probably won't make his highlight reel off the left upright. It's good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Makes the grab. It's Durham. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he makes the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Complete to start this drive. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
They'll try the run. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Snagged in the middle. It's Whittington. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Whittington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll try to run it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on 3rd down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread them out? Maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option?
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
On the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give him the lead.
And
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Whittington. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Garcia. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Looking left. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. The option look. He'll pitch it. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Tigers inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit.
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
He got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.